Welcome back, not to Crypto Before Dark, but to Crypto After Dark. What's up, everybody? Professor Keith, Carolina Keith, Keep the Simp, Professor Queef, as someone called me today on Twitter. Thanks, guy. Never heard that one before. Psych. Good to see everybody. Welcome to the Thursday stream. If you haven't been here before, we're about to go over the entire market one by one. In a minute, I'm going to go over some stuff real quick, and then hey, what's up, Steven? In a minute, we'll go over some stuff, and I'll have you guys throw up whatever chart you'd like to see, and we'll try to go through every single one of them. I know it's not possible to go through every single one of them, but we will try. It's Thursday. That's what we do on Thursdays. We do a market overview, okay? So, good to see everyone. If you haven't done so, likes are free. Go give us a like. I'm not asking for much. Just a like, right? Don't want your money. But if you give us likes, it pushes us up on the old YouTube algorithms. YouTube algorithms say that the more likes we get, the more likely YouTube is to push us around here and put us out there in the public. I recently ran an ad on Facebook because old people are on Facebook, and most of us in here are old people. It says I got 71 extra clicks. I guess that was worth the money then. It was a whole $20. First money I've ever spent on my own business. How about that, folks? First advertising I've ever done. Probably should have did Twitter. Twitter said they could reach a lot more, but it's also way more expensive. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll do it again. Maybe we won't. I don't know. Any money that comes in here, by the way, we donate. Anyone who donates during the stream, we will absolutely give the money away. That's how we do things, folks. Once we get enough money in the pot, we'll just gather it all up and find someone needy to give it to. I'm not going to talk about all the people we've given money to before. Just know we've given away more than most people make in a year. What has your favorite YouTuber done? Remember that, folks. All right, cool. So let's go say hey to everyone in here while we have a second. I like to try to say hey to everyone. That's just how I am. If you don't like that, I'm sorry. Not really. What's up, Ron Poteet? Good to see you, brother. Haven't seen anything on the Vegas trip about poker tournament. How was that? Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. What's up, Jeremy? Jeremy, I'll get with you after the stream about what you text me about. I just had a really wild afternoon, so between baseball and parents and ex-wives and ex-husbands and stuff, it's been a day. What's up, Shorty? Good to see you, brother. The mayor. What's up, dude? Frog with a hat. That's a dope ass name. Hey, listen, everybody give him a hand for his name. I like that name. Pistol Pete. What's up, dude? Good to see you back again. Jeannie, I think that might just be Gina. That might just be Gina. And I might have said your name wrong, and I'm sorry. Sorry if I butchered your name. I'm not a genius. I'm sorry. But she says, hi, everyone. What's up? I love to see the ladies on here. Good to see you. Educated Dummy, good to see you again. John Pavlon, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Bro Hamid, that's a dope name. Steve R says, what's up? No, what's up, G? Martini time. Just had a class with him. Real cool dude, surfer dude. He sees the charts. He sees what's going on. He's learning. If you want to learn, here's your chance, folks. Jump on here. Classes are right here on the Calendly link. I'll put this link right here in the video for you. In the video chat box over here. Copy right here. Bam. Oh, wrong button. Just screwed that up. Right there. Paste. Inspecting code for whatever reason. There you go. If you want to join the Patreon, we have that available too. That gets you the unlimited access. After this stream, we'll have an unlimited Zoom meeting. We'll probably go to around 2 a.m. in the morning. Why? Because that's what we do. We hang out after the stream. Anybody has questions can come on and talk. It's $8 or $16. $8 doesn't get you unlimited. It only gets you partial access. $16 gets you the full access. Yes, it's cheap. No, I don't want all your money. That's not how it works. We do it cheap on purpose. We realize everyone has a budget. $16 is a nice burger, not even a nice burger, a regular burger and a nice coffee. Okay? Come on. Don't tell me you can't afford that. Everyone can. We're all on a budget, and I understand that. So, back to the charts. Andrew, what's up? Ionescu already said hey to Calculator Guy. What's up, Grant Forrester? Big Dex, what's up, Gabo? Simone, another lady. What's up, ladies? Good to see you. What's up, ladies? What's up, ladies? If I hit you with the echo, it means more. Yes, someone called me Professor Queef, and I got a good tickle out of that. Sven, what's up, Sven? Parker, what's up, Parker? Good to see you. Raul Martinez, can I ask a question here that are for TA noobs? Absolutely, brother Raul. That's what we're here for. Ask all the questions you want. Everyone over here that's in with a wrench will try to answer you back. One of the mods from the Discord is probably on here as well. And if I don't answer it, they will. So just keep up with the chat as well. Make sure to hit the like button. Thank you, Parker. Groot, what's up, Groot? Danny Deep Pockets, Danny Carney, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Keith's ex-husband is a menace, bro. He's awful. I'm giving myself a laughter for that one. Hey, everybody, Steven made a funny. Ha, I got sound effects on deck. All right, let's start with total market cap, okay? I was looking at this carefully because some people in the Discord were watching this and they were saying, hey, man, things look like they may try to change here. Some of the indicators are starting to roll up and potentially change and turn into bullish indicators. And I saw that same thing that they were saying. I'm like, interesting. What do we need to see here? We need to see an 821 EMA cross. Why? An 821 EMA cross is a leading indicator. When I say leading indicator, I mean it should go first before everything else. If it hasn't given you the signal you want yet, then beware, there may be a fake out going on, which happens to be exactly what happened yesterday. Okay, we had multiple people in the Discord who were watching, waiting for the Federal Reserve news. In case you didn't know, not Federal Reserve, whatever it was, news come out. They raised interest rates, okay? When you raise interest rates, this makes more money for the banks. More money for the banks is good for the economy. It's not so good for the investor or the person who's purchasing because it costs them more. At the same time, you need those banks making money because those banks keep the world going around. They are the liquid that holds together the money. You don't have to like that. That's just the way it is, okay? Whether I like that or not, that's just the skinny of it. Banks keep the world moving. They keep the oil in the machine. I don't like it. I like DeFi. Don't get me wrong. I want to be the banks. I want to be our own banks. But don't tell me that the banks won't get into DeFi when it's time. They will. And will it really be DeFi then? Yeah, probably not. But don't tell me they won't do it, okay? Total market cap showed that it wanted to break the 8 EMA. It even tested the 21 EMA right here. If we look really closely, we dial this in tight. We see that we had this big green candle right here jump over the 8 EMA, touch the 21 EMA, and then abruptly stop. After that, we had a gnarly day worth of red. Big oof. In fact, that red absolutely annihilated that green candle, plus some. That's called bearish engulfing, folks. Bearish engulfing is a standard chart pattern of one of the 12 patterns that are the standard patterns. We can go over those at a different time. Not all those always work for crypto, so you won't see me talk about those a ton. But bearish engulfing does happen. Bearish engulfing is when you have a bearish candle followed by a bullish candle. Then the third candle in that sequence is another bearish one that's 3/4 or more length of that green candle. This one was obviously the full length of that green candle plus some. Not great. All right. From here, what happens? Well, we're right back where we started, plus some down. We just about hit my green box right here. What was the green box that I had there? Well, the green box was the 786, 886 level, or this would be accumulation level, right about here. And if you're wondering why I'm starting and stopping at the points I am, because that's the weekly chart. I already had it pulled up for you to cheat here. Actually, let's go to the weekly and look at that because I may be wrong. I erased it and I may not put it. Yep, see, I'm wrong. Right down here. That weekly level. Excellent. Let's go back to daily and get a closer look. Yep, there you go. You see the 786, 886 level. Abruptly got struck right here by that candle and bounced up a bit. Now we have another red candle directly beside it. You're seeing a little bit of consolidation after that big sell-off, that capitulatory drop. If you're wondering what a capitulatory drop is, capitulation is another fancy word of saying joining together down. Okay? Many join together down. They capitulate down. All right? That's exactly what happened. We had a capitulatory drop. Not only that, we didn't have a buy signal, so it was never a buy. Not only that, we didn't get any other good indicators, so no confluence anywhere, no confirmation anywhere. This was a fake out. This is the fake out we talk about, folks, that we don't want to see happen. We want you to be in front of these fake outs, not behind them. Here in the TA world, we like to say we're ahead of everyone else. And that's not us being cocky, not what we're trying to do at all. What we're saying is we're reading the data before 95% of people are reading the data. And if that's the case, we're ahead of them. Use that to your advantage. If you know you're ahead of everyone else, know that and capitalize on it. Here, we know we were ahead. We were already prepared for this news. Unless we saw an 821 cross already happen, then the news, we weren't in this. We weren't going to buy this. We were going to be smart and wait to see what happened. The news came. We got a cute little move up, followed by a move down that was twice as hard. This is why I don't watch the news, folks, because I don't care. We could have already told you this would have happened without any news. If you didn't tell me that was going to happen yesterday, I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have cared. All right. If you were trying to give me a prop bet in Vegas on was this going to go up? Well, yeah, maybe short term. Not very far though. Take a prop bet if you want to play the news. Okay. That'd be the better way to do that. And I don't like prop bets unless it's a Super Bowl. I like prop bets in a Super Bowl because it's fun. Real quick, let's look at some questions over here. Al.crypto, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Kelly Slade, what's up, ma'am? What's up, Nick? Funny enough, we were on Steven's Zoom meeting earlier, and Mr. New York, Nick, had to bring up the Beastie Boys and said, let me stick my dick in these mashed potatoes, which was hilarious to me, but I don't think everyone immediately got the joke. I immediately knew what he was talking about when he said it, but that's just Nick, everyone. Welcome to Buffalo. I feel like you're following me, Nick. Yeah, there you go. How Water Investor. Good to see you, brother. Interestingly enough, I was watching a stream from March 4th, and I saw you on the stream. That sounds ridiculous, but I just happened to see your name on the stream, and it stood out to me. I was going back watching stuff to track myself because that's what I do. Keith, bottom just dropped out of Stronger, hoping we find the bottom sitting at 26 now. Well, look at that. Let me write that down real quick. We'll look at Stronger. I'm going to look at Bitcoin first. What's up, Fonzie and Axis? Good to see y'all. Gucci is overpriced, is what it is. That's pretty good. We went to the Gucci store when we were in Vegas the last time. Not this time. I didn't go this time because I was already in there. I kind of wanted to go to the Tom Ford store, but then they had a velvet rope up, and it was like, you're not good enough to come in here. And I wanted to tell them, do you guys know who I am? But then I realized, no, they don't know who I am and they don't care, so they probably don't want to do that. All right, let's look at Bitcoin real quick, and then we'll get to everything else. I want to do Bitcoin dominance after I do Bitcoin, and then we'll go into the other charts. But I had some things I wanted to talk about first. So we're going to talk about it. Exact same thing happened on Bitcoin here. I went down to the 4-hour because the CME charts, they trade these nonstop during the week, right? CME charts are kind of out front, in my opinion. I had, before this little up move and down move happened, okay, I had already drawn out these two levels, and I said they were going to get hit. I put it in the Discord. I sent it over to the chart section for Steven's Discord. I set it over on Twitter. Hey, everybody, watch out. 36K is incoming. That's what it shows. We had the news come through, right? It did its thing and then failed instantly. As you see, there was a red trend line right here that it touched perfectly and failed. Capitulated exactly when we thought it may happen. And down to the targets it went. Now, from here, what's going to happen? Well, we just had a very big drop. Could we have a little bit more down? Yes. In my opinion, we're probably going to see some more relief bounce here. It may not be immediate. It may crab to the right a little bit first, or Paul Wall to the right. And there could be more red after that, yes. As you see, if you look close here, I'm going to take this Fibonacci set off. There's a shaded background here. That shaded background is the upward channel that it's still holding. I'll erase this because, yes, those targets got hit. We can see it a little more clearly then. Yeah, there you go. You can kind of see the upward channel we're riding. There's a trend line here as well. That's part of that channel. I'll erase it so you can see a little bit more clearly. If we can hold this channel, we have a chance to get a bounce back. Where are we going to bounce to? Well, it wouldn't be any farther than the 8 EMA. The weekly 8 EMA literally just got touched on the weekly and dropped straight down from it. I mean, perfectly straight down from the 8 EMA on the weekly. It's almost like TA works and everything else is kind of following it. Yeah, that's right. You heard me. Can we hold this channel? That's the main question here. What do our other indicators say? Let's just have a peek, shall we? And of course, I clicked on the one place. All right. MACD on the weekly. That look like that's going to hold, y'all? From this point, not right now. No, it doesn't look very well. It's a weekend and a day. What does the RSI say? That looks like that's trending down to me, folks. That doesn't look great. Not from my end. That looks kind of like S. All right. Well, that doesn't look great. Let's go to the next. What do we have for pivots? Those are easy and cheap. We failed the pivot perfectly. And from there, where did we go? Straight down through the 821 and have not looked back since. We're stuck on this channel. If we fail this channel, we have S1 at 32,240. There becomes a target. If it fails this channel, 32,240 becomes a target. What will that do to the indicators? Well, they're all going to get very low at that point. Will the RSI be low enough to be oversold? Probably not. For this RSI to get oversold on the weekly, it's going to do some shit like this, right? That will put us in September-ish range, something like that. Where would that put us at on the charts? My voice is kind of cracking up a little bit. I've gotten better from being sick. We all came back from Vegas sick. I don't know if Steven did. Maybe his immune system's better than mine. But all my guys were sick, all right? Except maybe Terry. Terry's apparently immune to every disease and every sickness known to man. Go to hell, Terry. There's a CME gap down here, which hasn't closed yet. CME gaps are created because the CME market, or Chicago Mercantile Exchange market, where futures for Bitcoin and Ethereum are publicly traded, those are stopped on the weekend, okay, for about a day and 3/4. Those are stopped. And in that time, regular trading, Binance, KuCoin, Kraken, Coinbase, everywhere, continues to trade Bitcoin because it's 24/7. We all know that. The market reacts by having a gap when the market opens back up on that subsequent Sunday night. That gap hasn't closed yet at 25,000. How often do CME gaps close? About 83% of the time. What does that tell us? It's likely to close. Does that mean it will? No. Me and Groot were talking about this with Steven earlier. Yeah, September is where I have on the bottom. Yeah, I was exactly about to talk about that. Groot kind of timed this out. He went back and charted it out. Like he said, previous all-time highs have never been touched on Bitcoin after halvenings. We had a halvening in 2021. Okay? Since the halvening, price went up, or whenever it was, whatever time it was, I don't care. Price went up after halvening because that's what supply and demand does. When you reduce supply, you keep demand steady, price goes up. You reduce supply and increase demand, price goes up. That's the way the world works, okay? That's why it's expensive to buy a truck right now or gasoline, okay? That's what happens with Bitcoin every time we have a halving. The rewards are cut, the price goes up. That's why STRNGR didn't stay way up high, or Strong didn't stay way up high because now they made a new coin. If you had a reduced rewards along the way, we would have kept those numbers up, likely. We would have kept those numbers up. We need to come down here and close this gap. That RSI will bottom out roughly around 25,000. That happens to be about the same capitulatory level that Groot came up with when he was looking at his analysis. So we were talking about today on Steven's Zoom. Interestingly enough, I just said that the RSI would bottom out around September-ish, October, November, somewhere around in the third quarter. That tends to happen a lot in crypto. The quarter number 2 is bad, and then quarter number 3 has a change happen. Quarter number 4 has historically been good for us. Not always, but historically been good. Interestingly enough, that kind of lines up with the same analysis that he said. This is what we call confluence amongst individuals, folks. When like-minded individuals come up with confluence, perhaps you should listen. Maybe this stream will be a historical document, right? Just like that one from 2020, in December 2020, when I did a live stream one day before the SEC lawsuit happened, telling everyone that I sold my XRP one day before the lawsuit happened. Then the lawsuit happened, and I made all that money and watched that chart fall. That's a historical document because Neil deGrasse Tyson's on the stream going, I don't know, man, I'm out. That's what it says. So you can go back and watch that. It's still there. I didn't take that stream off. Someone actually tried to copyright it, and I fought it, and I won that. I just didn't tell anybody. BTC runs to weekly 200 EMA or break of weekly 100 EMA 3 times in its history so far. Let's pull that up, China Matt. Thank you very much. When China Matt talks, we shut up and listen. There's certain type of people in the world. When they speak, you need to hear what they got to say. You know what I'm saying? And China Matt is one of those guys. When he talks, I'm going to shut up and listen every single time. When smart people enter the room, you shut up and listen. Smart people are China Matt. Very smart guy. As you see, we have bottomed out directly on that 100-day weekly moving average. As he just said, BTC weekly runs to weekly 200 EMA on break of weekly 100 EMA 3 times in its history so far. Have we broken the 100? No. Where's the 200 EMA? Oh man, at 21,765. Look where S2 is, 22,585. Is that foreshadowing? Well, if it breaks the 100-day moving average and cannot hold it, historically, it runs down and hits the 200 moving average, which would be 22,585. That would close the gap. That would close the CME gap. How long do these pivots last on the weekly chart? They last a whole year. Okay, so historically speaking, things could get bad here and turn south on you. Are you staking stable coins? Do you have passive income plays that reduce your risk and increase your reward during a bear market? Perhaps you should be doing that. Steven, the calculator guy, does that. Steven, share your Patreon link, please. I know you can do that. If you can't do that, send it to me on Discord and I'll share it. That's what Steven does. Okay. He finds passive income opportunities, especially a lot of them to do with stables, and puts his money over there and makes money passively. It's rather smart. You can also short the market, which we talked about on the last stream. Find something that looks short, find something that looks ugly, and bet on it to go down. If you can't do that and you're not comfortable with that, I perfectly understand that, and I would encourage you not to do that unless you're comfortable. 61 people on, 39 likes. If you guys would, go hit like for me. It's free. Why not? The more likes we get, the more people we're going to get. I'd like to try to get to 100 people on Thursday night streams. We have 60 right now. Usually on the second half, we get a little bit more. We'll see what happens. Numbers have been down lately. Turns out that YouTube kind of follows the numbers of the bear market. More people in the bear market, less people want to watch YouTube. More people want to get pissed off and don't want to talk to you. I get it. Don't think I don't. It's fine. All right. Count guy's my dad. You're a stupid dude. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Terry Brennan? Good to see you, brother. JJ, what's up, dude? Sent via Discord. Hang on one second. Oh, you guys can kind of see in the background, but you can't really see because I got the screen covered, so you can't totally see. Oh, I'm sorry. Right here is Steven the Calculator, guys. Patreon. Oh, there we go. Discord channel. That's his Discord. Put a link up to your Patreon, too. What's up, Isham? Good to see you, brother. Put a link up to your... oh, no, that is the Patreon. I'm sorry. That's the Patreon. He has a full-on Patreon group over there. You can be in the mix with the rest of us and be in the know. We like to surround ourselves with like-minded, smart individuals. I want to be smarter every day, not dumber. Okay? That's what I've got for... Oh, Bitcoin dominance. Then we'll go to you guys' charts. I'm sorry. I'm talking a little bit too much. It's Thursday, man. I'm kind of excited. I haven't had a Thursday stream in a while because we went to Vegas and we didn't do a stream that night. So it's been over a week since we've had one of these. And I'm back. I'm happy we're back. I like hanging out with you guys. I really do. All right. So weekly wise, Bitcoin dominance failing the 50-day moving average. That's that yellow line right there. Still in this very large falling wedge. If you look here, very large falling wedge on a bottom. Could this be a reversal pattern? It could, but it hasn't finished playing out yet. This giant wedge at the bottom could fail. As you see, it hasn't yet. It hasn't really broken around 40% dominance and held it for any significant point of time. It's threatening to come back down and try it again now. As you see, MACD had a steady little run up, but it's been all fake outs. Why? Look, price is flat or sideways and MACD's rising. That's been a nasty fake out the entire time. That's why it's not a leading indicator and it's a lagging indicator. We haven't seen an 821 EMA cross since March, and then it immediately failed right back after. Not good. What's the RSI look like? Hey, look, rising strength, flat or sideways price. That would be bullish divergence, wouldn't it? Only it hasn't played out yet. Okay. If we look at that again, I'll show you what I'm talking about. We clearly have a trend here of rising strength. Okay. But price, or I'm sorry, in this case, it'd be dominance, rather sideways. That's bullish divergence. Market is telling us that it would like to reverse. I'm not comfortable buying or thinking that the market is changing until I see this wedge break. All right. Once this wedge breaks and shows me that it wants to do a little something, hey, we can talk, but it hasn't done it yet. Okay. Show me something here. Show me something. If you think the market only revolves around Bitcoin, this is make or break for you. I don't necessarily think that. I think one day Bitcoin isn't going to be king shit. Okay. It is for now, and it may be for a long time, but eventually you're going to find a place for alts. All right. There was a time when the only thing that mattered was the Dow Jones. Then companies come around named Ford, General Motors, General Electric, General Steel. And then all of a sudden, that wasn't the only thing that mattered anymore. Okay. Then Tesla, then Google, then Apple, then all these others come around. And all of a sudden, you can make more money in those than you can just betting on one thing. And people learned. Okay. That's only a matter of time for that happens to crypto, but it's not there yet. All right. What would be the impact of alts if Bitcoin dominance falls? Interestingly enough, we can look at that. All right. Here's total 3. What is total 3? Total 3 is an accumulation of everything except Bitcoin and Ethereum. Let's look at total 2. Total 2 is everything except Bitcoin. What does it look like? If you just stop and look at this chart for a second, does that look bullish to you? No. Everything here is pointing down on the weekly. Everything's pointing down. If Bitcoin dominance drops, does that mean alts are going to drop? Well, this chart says yeah. That doesn't mean it will, but it doesn't mean it won't either. So we have to assume by looking at this chart that everything excluding Bitcoin, this chart shows that it will come down as well because it looks like it's gonna. If it was going to be the opposite, I'd be glad to tell you that. Okay. Will that mean that Bitcoin is running the show and that happens? If you want to say it that way, that's fine. I don't necessarily think that. Take out Ethereum, just Bitcoin and Ethereum gone. Only alts, same situation. Same situation. Everything's pointing down. Maybe you think DeFi doesn't matter, right? Total DeFi dominance. Same situation. You failed the 821. You're pointing toward the 50-day moving average. Just looks better than the others, but it also looks like it's going to fail and potentially break that 50-day moving average too. Pivots right here about 5.5%. Right now we're at 6.5%. That's a full 20% lost. That's not good. Okay, 20% of the market cap lost. Here's total DeFi market cap, by the way. Total DeFi market cap shows similar situation. All a little bit bearish here. Not great. Not great. Let's see what happens. I don't want to tell you that it's all doom and gloom, but we'll see. Okay, I got to be straight with everybody. I don't want to bullshit you. All right. Let me take a second here to get something to drink, and then we'll get into everybody else's charts. So if you have some chart you want to look at, please throw it up. I'll write it all down here little by little, and we'll make sure we get them all looked at. I didn't have a drink tonight. I had a long day, and I didn't want a depressed drink because that's a sign of alcoholism, and I'm not an alcoholic. I'm just an idiot. Whew. All right, so Netflix is tanking as well. I'm drinking an adult Capri Sun. I'm out of them, dude. I got to go to the grocery store tomorrow. Thank you for reminding me. Let's see. Hey, what's up? What's up, Ariana S. Grand? Good to see you, brother. Bear markets are just bull markets for bears. That's pretty good, dude. Also, it's summertime, so it's acceptable to like shorts. 100%. Crypto Boss Andrew says ape. All right, well, look at that. So got stronger and ape. Drop it like it's hot, Nomad says. That's Stifler. What's up, Stifler? Good to see you, brother. Any crypto screeners you guys recommend? Best screeners, Jeremy says. SQQQ has been about the only thing making money lately, and I don't hate it. Shorting tech has been absolute brilliance, he says. SQQQ. Let's look at that one. SQQQ. XTC and Apple. XDC Apple. Surely you guys aren't talking about shorting the biggest, baddest motherfuckers on the block, are you? You mean the technical analysis says that? Boo these guys. All right, Steven, Steven laughed my ass off. Your tank fixing look good. That's pretty good, dude. I have Apple going to 140. All right, let's have a gander at that. VRA and Polygon. VRA, Matic. We shall. How much lower can Pocket Network go? We were looking at different diversification plays today. As a matter of fact, I think Nick asked about that. KNC. Isham, if you don't know who Crypto 2.0 is over in the group, I had a private class with him, or private session with him the other day, and he's shorting KNC, and he was a little unsure of himself. And I said, looks like you hit the home run here. And he's still shorting KNC, and he's still killing it. So there's a little precursor for you. MXC been chilling during this craziness. I'm on it, Nate. Thank you. Good to see you, by the way, brother. What is this? Dog coins I don't do, Dip Patel. Why do I not do dog coins? Because that's degenerate, and I'm not a degenerate. So I'll let you guess on dog coins. Titan. That's Shorty, that's a oh no, that's never mind. Titan swap, that's different. What's the ticker on that? So I can know. I'm currently shorting Apple since yesterday. Nice. Cheval Le Manure. That's a dope name. Flux. Gotcha. Steven, you got anything you want me to look at while you're still awake? How are you even awake right now? How are you even awake? China Matt, a legend, 100%, dude. OXEN, weekly 821 cross. I'm on it, bro. Thank you. OXEN, I put M. OXEN. Thank you. XLM, got you, Lou. That one's probably short because I was shorting it earlier. Let's see. Special shout out to China Matt for the 40 token screener indicator that he posted in the Discord. Thank you. Exactly. Thank you, China Matt, for everything you do. China Matt is a man, is a god among men. Okay. He's extremely smart. One of the smartest people I've ever met. He may not want to brag on himself, but I'll brag for him. That's all there is to it. Okay. When it comes to data and numbers, you shouldn't argue with him. Argue with him about other stuff if you want. Like how he's British. How British is always second place and you'll never be as good as America. Argue with him about Wuhan. But you're not going to be able to argue about numbers and math with him. It's just not going to happen. He's too smart. Steven says, your video on Beanstalk this past week was great as well as a portfolio risk. Big thanks on transparency. Absolutely. We appreciate that, Steven. In fact, I have hopes that Beanstalk will come back and at least let me get my money back. We'll see. What's up, Cinzia? Good to see you. China Matt said, ouch. Shots fired, bro. I look forward to coming to the UK eventually. Avatar is over there. I want to hang out with Avatar. Meet Avatar. Seems like an awesome dude. I look forward to coming over there. There's so much stuff I want to see and haven't had a chance to do yet. I'm very excited about for that time. I'd love for China Matt to be in the UK when that happens so I can hang out with China Matt too. Seems like an awesome guy. Talked to him personally many times. Very awesome. All right, got Pocket on the list already. Let's see. Shout out to Ray TA for automating the screener in Python with the KuCoin API. Exactly. Thank you, Ray. Ray messaged me and said, hey, man, I think I got something here. I immediately said, dude, this is super cool. Thank you. Go talk to Matt and see what he says because he's also really good with this stuff, and they coordinated, and that's kick ass. Thank you, guys. Liam Tierney getting to talk to Publius. Publius was informative. Fingers crossed. We'll see, dude. Which coin is best for investment? Whichever chart looks good. That's it. There's no such thing as any one thing that's better than the next. Whatever chart looks best. Let's dive into some of these coins you guys have mentioned. Let's start right off the top with this trash. Oh, my God. This is Stronger, everybody. This is what Strong switched to in the hopes to change things for the positive. Strong had a 500,000 coin supply. Okay. The price of the coin was X. They then switched to a coin with a 10 million supply. That's a higher supply. What will happen when you do that, folks? That's right. The price will go down because you have drastically increased supply without creating a demand. You've just negatively affected the price, exactly the opposite of a Bitcoin halving. So, what should happen here? You could either burn the coins you just made, or you could drastically change the distributions so that there's not much coins out there anymore. How could you do that? You could reduce rewards, limit the amount of nodes, change the node type, change the price of the nodes, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, to raise the cost and change the supply. Otherwise, this price will continue to go down. It's really quite simple. It's supply and demand 101. That's how the world works, supply and demand. Talked about that before. Weekly, this thing looks terrible. Let's dig a little deeper. We have some days now, so we have some data. We have enough data to see that this is under the 821, and it looks awful. And nothing has changed here at all. Data looks terrible. In fact, it's failed $30. There is no S2. There just isn't. So it's free falling now on the daily. 4 hour. S2 is at $28. We failed that. If it doesn't rapidly correct its failure, where is it going to, folks? S3 is at $16.63. Mathematically, people have already done this based on gas fees. At around $17, I believe, it's not beneficial to make nodes anymore. It doesn't make enough money to do anything. It costs you money to run them. So, unless Strong wants to be pre-search, which doesn't really make anything and is a long-term investment, the difference in pre-search is the pre-search is like 12 cents. Okay. Now we're talking about not blowing a lot of money because it's also way less volatile. Unless you want to be that, you better do something and you better get on the ball. And I know things take time. I get it. Corporate worlds move slow. I get it. Okay. But crypto moves fast. And if you don't move quick, you're going to miss out. Okay. I think Ferris Bueller said it best, didn't he? Life moves pretty fast. If you don't look around once in a while, you could miss it. And that's exactly what's happened. If you've bought at this point, how does it feel to be a sucker? We've been warning everyone not to buy for quite a while now, and I think a lot of you have caught on to that. A lot of you have started to realize this is not something that you want to jump in and buy. This looks like dog ass. Never has it crossed and confirmed the lead indicator, the 8 and 21 EMA. Just hasn't done it. What about the other indicators? Just have a gander, right? Let's just take a poke in the dark and maybe something will show something somewhere good, right? Well, look at this MACD. I'm zooming in as fast as I possibly can. And it's nowhere to be found, folks. Oh my God, this is awful. Also, my MACD is way out of size for whatever reason. But we're finally getting there now. All right. MACD is rolling over on the 4 hour and dying. As you see, we've had a red histogram candle come in as well as a cross from the blue down under the orange, which would signify even more down. It was already in a bearish trading zone. It only got worse now. Okay. Not great. RSI, what do you look like? Under 40 and pointing down toward oversold. Nothing good here, folks. Has it hit the bottom yet? The answer is no. The answer is no. Until I see something to show me, the answer is no. Where could the bottom be? $16 now. That's where it's pointing towards. Sorry. Don't get mad because I'm way more into it than you are probably. Okay. I'm risk out now. I've been risk out for quite a while, so I don't have any money exposed to this. Not the point. No one is more happy if this succeeds than me. Put it that way. How about that? I have a lot of nodes and I'd love for them to go way up. Okay. I already realize that it may not happen and I'm not stupid, but I need you to know that too. Okay. Bro, Muhammad said free fall and don't Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers me, bro. We'll go all night on music. Just looks worse and worse every day. Exactly, Nick. Explore Mexico says hello, hello. Damn, I'm late. It's all good, bro. Better late than never. Good to see you. Gone. Thank you. Well, look at that, Andrew. Gone. I feel like that's a double entendre. Let's go to ape. This has been requested a lot. I feel like it's kind of degen because it's called ape. I'm sorry. Yeah, this thing shows that it had some bearish convergence and wore itself out. It turned into a sale on May 2nd, and it is now short. Everything is pointing down. It's sitting on the pivot S1. There is support here underneath $12 to $11 and a half, even $10. If it fails that, $8 is the next target, and then it's going to be free falling because there's zero support after that. We will see. Things could change, but that's the current outlook. Not great. SQQQ. How do you say pro shares? What do you think? Nice rounded bottom, didn't it? Came up, fell off, but regained what it lost, and now it's threatening to bounce off the pivot, which is good. That's bullish. Off the 21, that's bullish. All your indicators are pointing up and trending up. That's good. You bounced off of the 50 on the RSI, also good. Not a lot of negative to say right here about the SQQ, as I believe was brought up by someone else there. You got some resistance here around 53.89, which is roughly the R2, 53.30. May get held up there a little bit. We'll see. It had a really, really, really gnarly fall. ProShares seems to be trying to come around. If I invert this real quick and you look at it in a different light, all right, you invert it real quick. That looks short to you, yeah? I would agree. Now, we inverted it so we know that's actually long. There's another way to do things, by the way. If you're having a hard time looking at something and you're not quite sure, invert the chart and see if you would continue doing the same thing. All right? SQQ, I'm going to mark because that actually looks pretty good. XDC. Everyone's second favorite shield coin. Why do I say that? Because the first one's XRP. Aha! One of the few good-looking charts. Look, a lot like SQQ, as a matter of fact. It appears to be trying to find a bottom, trending up here. Very nice. Very nice. You're over the 8 EMA. You are forming a little bit of a bearish pattern here on the daily. It's over the pivot. That's good. Pivot is at 6 cents. RSI still trending up, falling a little bit, but still trending up. No sale yet. And the MACD looks pretty good. So, as far as XDC goes, one of the few bright spots here. If it can rebound a bit here, there's room to go up here toward what appears to be about 7.8 or 8 cents. Not bad for XDC. Let's highlight that and see, does this play out to where we think? I see some of the resistance right in here. That's 7.5. Okay. So about 7.5 cents. How about that? That would be another solid move up. 18 to 20%. Not bad. XDC looks better than most. Apple. All right. Group said he's short on Apple, and it looks like he's right. On the daily, not much good to see here. It did run back to some support, but there's better support down here at 150. This thing's been making lower highs and lower lows, except for this higher high it made right here, then more lower lows and lower highs. It is holding an overall higher low still. If it can hold 155, that's good. If it doesn't hold 155, it's coming back down to 150 because there's better support there. What do all the indicators show? Everything's pointing down. Yeah. Let's be mindful of this one. This may short for a little bit more. This is one of the best blue chips ever, you know. I don't like this weekly candle. That's not good. Falling under the weekly pivot at 158 was not good. If it can't get back up over this weekly pivot in the next couple weeks, then you're looking at 133 for a capitulation fall. That seems a little unlikely, but we'll see. All right. VRA, USD. Veracity. All right. Veracity looks like it's falling. I got lots like a falling knife to me. Yep. Falling knives we don't grab. It's still short. It looks like it's at 1272 now. Still pointing down. All indicators are bearish. You have S1 between 1272 and 1414 at 1.2 cents. Not great. If it fails there, which I don't expect it to immediately do, but if it does fail, we're going down to 1 cent, and even 0.008 is possible. Just over half a cent for Veracity. Not great there. Let's do Matic. That looked bad. Sorry. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I also can't bullshit you guys. You know how I am. I'm going to shoot it straight, like it or not. This appears to have broke and failed the falling wedge. Not great. Let's remove these lines and just do a straight up. Price action alone would tell you that this is fully bearish. But let's go dig a deep hole, right? Go to weekly for a second and trend this out. All right, I had a low here and a high here. You're in the golden pocket now, but Sniper's Alley is down here around 70 cents, and that's where the pivot is as well. I expect this to fail off. Oh, sorry, my ass is hurting. I expect this to fail off to around 75-ish to 85 cents. 70 cents being the worst. Again, I think some of this stuff's going to happen over time, all the way out towards September or October. I don't want to say that, but that's just the way it is. Weekly looks bad. Daily looks bad. It's a no for Matic. Pocket, I'm going to have to pull up CoinTrader because I don't think there's a good chart on TradingView. Noob question. What indicators is he using? If I recall TA videos, is he using MACD, 8 EMA, 20 EMA? But then, all right, so first thing I'm using Zoso is the 8 EMA, the 21 EMA. That's the green and purple line you see right there, 8 and 21 EMA, exponential moving averages. After that, you have the MACD right here, moving average convergence divergence. That's what that means. That's the blue and orange lines. The histogram is the green and red. They're just there to help. And the other indicator that you got quick right here, these are both lagging, by the way, MACD and RSI. They both lag. They're lagging indicators. They're to be used after a leading indicator. This is the RSI, Relative Strength Index. Obviously, when you look at it and you see falling strength, that's a relative strength loss. That's not good. This helps us find divergence and convergence amongst the markets. This is also oversold, and this is overbought. As you see, it touched oversold recently and bounced off of it. However, it's still trending down. Until that trend breaks, we could see more oversold. So, not quite a go yet. Let's see if we can find Pocket. Pocket Network. All right. He says, how much lower can Pocket go? Well, how much lower is not a positive yet. It looks to be trying to form a bottom now, but we have no confirmation of that yet. I'd like to see it break 70 cents and try to get past this green trend line here. Once it does get past the green trend line and 70 cents, then you'd have a much more positive outlook here. But until then, it's down or sideways at best. This is a node protocol. You can earn passive from it. So play your own smart move there on whether you want to get in it or not. I prefer having confirmation first. There's no confirmation here yet. So Pocket, we'll put a star beside because I write everything down I do, by the way. Guys, if you don't write everything down you do, I don't know what you're missing out, but you can write this stuff down. Then after I write it down, I then go back and look and whether I did good or bad with highlighters. I highlight good and then green and pink is bad or purple is bad, whatever, right? It's my own little highlighter system I use. I'm old school like that. Also an idiot. Not a financial advisor, nor is this financial advice, everyone. I'm just charting stuff online, and if you like it, you like it. If you hate it, you hate me, and that's fine. I don't hate you. I love you, dude. I love you. I love everybody. Except Rob. That guy can eat shit. All right, so KNC, as I said earlier, it's now fallen through the old 786, 886. This looks like it's going down more. Let me move this out of the way so it's a little cleaner. Blew right through this zone. Not great. Where are we heading now? Well, looks like we're heading down farther to the pits of hell. KNC had a great run. It was running farther than others. This appears to be heading at least to S2 at 2697. And then we'll see, does this thing play out for the rest of the week? But if it can bounce back and cross back over Sniper's Alley on the other side, which is S1, great. If not, we're going to see more capitulation. S3 is all the way down here near the take profit line at 1618. That's not good. That could happen. We'll see, one step at a time. Okay, this looks better than most, honestly. Even though as bad as it looks better than most. So we'll put a star beside it because it may change. MXC. USD. Fibonacci for the lines you see on the chart. Yeah, that's Fibonacci. That's Fibonacci retracement. That's one of the more difficult things I do, and it takes a little bit of time to learn. I'll make sure to watch those before the next live stream. Thanks. Awesome, so good. I'm glad we could help. Theta. Yeah, let's try to look at Theta as well. We might run out of time. I did a lot of talking. I'm sorry, but I'll get to them over in the Discord. Simone says, I think my prior comment got lost. ASX stock VSL. ASX VSL. Keith, I need help with Cosmos. I don't know if it's a buy or not. Can you take a look at it? Yep. DAG. Let's go in hyperdrive here, why don't we? MXC had a really great run up. We're rolling over the top a little bit. We have bearish divergence on the RSI. The MACD is curled up, but be careful. I see bearish divergence. This thing could start to fail here. It's done extremely well. It's been a top performer versus others. Okay. That doesn't mean this is going to continue. It very well could fail. Weekly may have a little room left. Pivots at 12 cents. Let's see it break and hold 12 cents if it really wants to blow the top off. If it doesn't break and hold 12 cents, expect capitulation or drop. That's MXC. All right, let's do the ones I missed. AXS Capital Holdings. Weekly. This thing's trying to rebound. Very nice. It had a very, very nasty fall back in March when everything else did. And it's since tried to rebound. And it's actually doing a pretty darn good job of it. Daily speaking, yeah, everything looks pretty good right here. You got higher highs and higher lows. It's trying to make another one now off the 821 over the pivot. RSI looks good. MACD looks good, trending in the proper direction. Yeah, AXS looks pretty good here. Where's it going to head? Let's pull a fib on it and see if we can find a quick target. I know we're running out of time. I'm sorry, everybody. What happens when you ramble? If it can break 60.51, it can get past that. We can hit 62.19, and a good take profit would be up 64.85. That's a high-end target that may take a while to get there. If it can't break and hold 60, then we're going to fail back to 57, one step at a time. It does look good, though. USL. That's US oil. Was that the one you're talking about? Yeah, expect that to keep going up until otherwise noted. 12-month oil futures, I think that is. So, yeah. That looks like it's breaking up. It looks parabolic to me. Atom. Going in hyperdrive here. Yeah, this is most definitely not a buy on Atom. Everything is showing me down. It's failing support. It is at S1. That's good, but it's stuck. It looks all down to me. Every RS indicator's all down. It did go oversold. I'm sorry. It could have some short-term relief bounces here, but that's no confirmation of that. This thing could continue to fail along with the rest of the market. The entire market is bearish. If that's the case, be careful trying to buy one particular asset. So to answer your question there, whomever asked it, no, not good enough for me right now. Howdy, Keith. Can you take a look at A0? If I get time. What do fibs give you that pivots don't? Fibonacci sequence gives you intense technical price targets each way up. You can see when we break certain levels, if we're going to go farther, you can see those certain levels start to happen and anticipate a sell or a buy before everyone else. Pivots kind of give you a predetermined cheat sheet line, if that's the best way to put it. And also the pivots are partially based on Fibonacci sequence as well. So they're one part of it. They use part Fibonacci sequence when we put them in the Fibonacci setting, which is what you see me using. Fibonacci retracement is probably the most elite thing, in my opinion, for TA. It's just the hardest to learn. My voice is starting to go out. Sorry. Good day. Got here late. Watch for the replay. What's up, Roof Repair Melbourne? Ain't seen you in a minute, dude. What's up, dude? Good to see you, brother. Make stronger nodes 20 to 30 coins to mate. Half rewards. Maybe bring price to 300 to 400. Byron is right. Those are good steps toward making the price go up. Thank you, Danny. Danny said, check out the 786 website for Keys TA classes. Join our Discord. Let's pull that up real quick. Maybe. Give it a second to load and we'll keep going. OXEN. This is one that China Matt mentioned, and I want to get to it because he's my guy. I can't pull that chart up. It didn't work. OXEN. No data. Didn't work. What the hell? That's odd. Show it to me over on Discord and we'll mess around with it. Theta. Binance. Yep. Theta's short as well. All pointing down. Falling knife. Nothing to see. A0. Those guys are going to get mad. That's short. I had this arrow drawn that this thing would fail, and it is still failing. Nothing to see here yet. It's trying to find a bottom at S1, but there's no support there. There's this one little blip of support. If it fails this, it's going to come down to 116. Give it a moment of time to get there. It'll eventually catch up. I know those guys watch, and I'm not being mean, but if it's short, I'm going to say it's short. I don't do bullshit. I'm sorry. Iagon. Looks like the chart, the website finally loaded. Iagon Tether. Yeah, hey. Pretty good looking chart. Whoever brought up Iagon, this is one of the better looking ones. Under the pivot at 0.018. Get above that pivot and we can head over to 0.02. Long way down on this, and my goodness. I don't even want to pull a fib on this because I don't have any accurate data points to do so with. 821 is okay, and all your indicators okay. So until they fail, I would ride this one out on Iagon. One of the better looking ones. XLM is short. I'm going to save you the trouble. Adam Dag, last one. Constellation, short. Sorry. Everything else is short there. That's in a downward slanting channel. If you see that, not great. I've got that drawn out for you there so you can see it. All down. Nothing wonderful to see. Yes, DAG is a node protocol. Yes, they pay out rewards. Is it worth it to you to buy the nodes right now and get the rewards while they continue to lose value? That's up for you to decide. I'm not the kind of person who likes to try to buy a falling knife. I'm a little different than most, and I realize that. Oxen, thank you. I'm sorry. Thank you, China. I did that earlier, and you corrected me. Thank you. Oh, yeah, there's another one. 821 over the pivot. That's good. Price action steady moving up. All your indicators are still going up. Let's pull a fib on this. We can do this. We have a better data point. Right at the 50. We need to get over 0.686. Once we break 0.686, that opens up 0.96, which is more close to $1. And the golden pocket at 79 cents to 80 cents. That's at least a 20% rise, but we need to break and hold 686 first. Get over that 50 pivot, which is right here. That's the 50 pivot, 50 Fibonacci line, which is right there. Just so happens to be R1, not just the pivot, but R1. So one step at a time there. Now, hey, what's up, Alvin? Awesome stream, everybody. Let's take a moment to talk. Thank you all for showing up. I super appreciate the hell out of every single one of you. That was an hour. We pounded through a lot of data in 1 hour. It was a lot. Thank you all for showing up. We didn't get to 100 people tonight, and that's okay. I understand that it's bearish and not many people are very happy with the market right now, and people get upset, and it's okay. I get it. Thank you all for coming. We're going to have a Zoom after this over in the Unlimited chat. Right here is our website if you'd like to hang out and come see it. We have a website for you right here, folks, and none of it loaded like it's supposed to because, hey, welcome to the fucking internet, not working like it's supposed to. Now it's working. There's our ticker. There's our Discord. There's our Patreon group. Right here's our calendar if you'd like to book a private session. It's all there, everyone. All of our past streams, including the one we're on right now, is on there. It's pretty cool, huh, everybody? Yeah, it's all there. Everything you need is there. If you have an About section, you can come and hang out and see the mods that are in the group. If you want to know who they are, well, here they are. Me, Nick, Jeremy, Ken, Darth, Frank, Terry, Miss Beverly, Stifler, Tony, I haven't got Danny on here yet, but I'll get Danny on there soon, including all their affiliate businesses that they run right there. There you go. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate every single one of y'all. I'll leave you with this. I can't do this without y'all. Don't think I forget that. Thank every single one of you again. In the late, great, notorious B.I.G.'s words, it could have been anywhere in the world. You chose to be here with me, and I appreciate that. Thank you all very much. See y'all on Tuesday. Y'all be good, man. Peace.